how to install WordPress in Godaddy Cpanel. So hello guys and welcome back to today's video. In today's video, let us teach you how you will be able to have or install your WordPress through Cpanel in Godaddy. Now in Godaddy, you will be able to do this when you have web hosting. And web hosting will allow us to utilize and use the feature or the tool called Cpanel. Now, usually, when users open their My Product page under your profile or your account, they're only able to see the domains, website plus marketing, and additional product. People might be confused where to find the web hosting part. And so, before we get started with the installation or even locating Cpanel, let's talk about how you can unlock web hosting first. Now, depending on the products that you have bought or purchased in Godaddy, the things that you will see here will depend. Now, specifically for the web hosting part, it is only available when you inquire a specific plan. So if you search Godaddy web hosting plan, you will be able to see all plans in relation to web hosting, which is this one. So it's not a feature, or this part over here will not appear on your typical free account or typical normal account Godaddy. You need to have a specific domain, or rather a specific plan. And over here, let's check out the different plans available for us that we will be able to get if ever or whenever we want to have web hosting, in which case we need to if you want to access the Cpanel. So over here we have several plans. You have web hosting starter, web hosting economy, web hosting deluxe, and web hosting ultimate. Depending on your project or your needs, I would recommend that you select the one that strictly fits your needs so that you're not underpaying, or rather paying for a plan that doesn't really support what you need, leading you to purchasing another plan for the specific need, or overpaying, meaning you paid too much for what you are just going to use. For example, you're just going to modify or make one website. Using web hosting deluxe feels a bit overkill because there's 10 websites available over here. But it depends on your preference either way. If you want to have web hosting ultimate or just one website, that's something you could do as well. But anyway, make sure you have purchased the plan, any of this plan over here, as long as it's under web hosting. Now, after that, when you go back to your product list, and if you refresh it, you should now be able to see web hosting as part of your many options. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to open this, and you will be able to see your option over here, or rather your plan. Click on Setup, which will redirect you wherever you need to go, or rather, which will redirect you to our dashboard over here for that specific plan or account. Now, you can see here, websites. This is where we will be able to install our WordPress. Although, as you can see right now, it's not saying install WordPress or open WordPress. We're going to have to click install application. By doing this, we will be redirected. Give it a few seconds, and there we go. Now this is our Cpanel. This is where you will be able to install your WordPress application. Navigating Cpanel over here, scrolling down a bit, you will be able to see all kinds of applications. So let's focus on WordPress for now. You will be able to see it under content management over here. And as you can see, WordPress is the number one option. If you can't even search it, or if you can't see it, search WordPress on the search bar. Let's fix our spelling. And you will be able to see here, as you can see. And then, as simple as that, you can simply click on install over here, which will allow us to install the application. You could also import existing install because you're able to actually install WordPress on your desktop or even your Linux or your Mac. So if you have existing WordPress or existing WordPress website, you can actually import it and have it also be merged with what your WordPress is going to be installed in your cPanel. So that's a really neat thing to do. So you can easily just install it. And then through that, you will be able to now, like typical thing when creating your website, use your WordPress or your WordPress account through your GoDaddy UI or your GoDaddy portal. Now, if you're good or after setting that up, you could also explore other parts of cPanel because there's a lot of different apps as well. You might be interested in exploring them and checking out how they work. So as you can see here, there's a lot of apps for community building. There's apps for content management, which you saw earlier. So if you want to explore other things as well, those are available. As you can see, there's a lot of options for you to check out. And then you have your apps for e-commerce and business. If you're looking into making an e-commerce website, you could also try and look into Magento or all the other apps available over here. You might be able to integrate WordPress and whichever app you have selected under this category. Then you also have photos and files and all sorts of other apps over here. So you might be able to, or you might need to install multiple apps together if you have a big ambition or your website is a bit ambitious or you have a lot of plans for it. But through that, you will be able to install our WordPress. And then you could also check this out. This is like a pseudo or semi cPanel. You can check it out on the URL over here. It does mention cPanels. Technically, this is also part, since this is the page that you will be before you get redirected to the cPanel that we were checking out earlier. And as you can see here, you will be able to see your account details. As you can see here, you have your tools, your hosting plan actions, you have your servers over here that you can check out, and everything related to your account or your website, you're also able to manage it over here. And as you can see here, if this option over here, or you can't see this part, there's still this part over here that says cPanel admin. Selecting it will, of course, redirect us back to our cPanel, which what we saw earlier. But this time, it will just show you the tools. So simply click on applications and you will be able to see the same thing that we are checking out earlier in the video. So that's basically it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.